Welcome in, beautiful soul. This is Dahlia with Spiritual Society, bringing you this week's Pick a Card reading. Take a deep breath. Allow your intuition to guide you to the card or crystal that calls out to you the most, to discover what is he truly thinking and feeling about you now. We have card 1, card 2, or card 3. Welcome in, card number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. The card that you were drawn to says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So the overall theme of this reading to start off with is that the person on your mind is feeling that there's something about your ex that you're connecting to this relationship. That could be a pain or a traumatic experience that you went through in a previous relationship that is affecting you from fully opening your heart or being vulnerable or letting down your guard with this person. So let's take a deeper look at this and see what this person is genuinely thinking about you now. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess shows me that this person genuinely trusts their inner voice when it comes to choosing you and this connection. They don't need external validation or proof to show them that this is right for them. Perhaps that's why this initial energy, release your ex, is a strong message from them, because they don't want you to question this connection either. They want you to be just as sure about them as they are about you. So let me get another card here. What do they genuinely think about you right now? We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles means that they're willing to dedicate the hard work that it's going to take for this relationship to be successful over time. Because all successful long-term relationships have this energy of commitment, that you're committing to the goal that you have for each other, which means that no matter what happens, you're going to persevere through the obstacles. So there's this energy of certainty and dedication when it comes to how they feel about you. So let's get another card from a different deck. What does he genuinely think about your connection? We have Axe. It says breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So I'm getting the sense that this is the same energy here about releasing your ex. There's possibly an abandonment or a traumatic experience from your past that is creating some sort of pattern. There's a breakup that's creating an emotional pattern that is affecting maybe your ability to trust him and to trust even your own intuition and discernment when it comes to choosing him. So this is also where this Eight of Pentacles comes in, because he's willing to work with you to move through this energy. He's willing to prove to you that he is compatible, that he is a good match for you. However, he does not want to continue to be compared to an ex or not loved to your complete capacity because there's some wall or fear preventing full trust and vulnerability. Let's take a look now at what feelings he experiences when he's with you. We have the Hangman. The Hangman is about looking at things from another perspective. Let me see what that's about. What is this Hangman related to as far as what feelings he experiences when he's with you? The Page of Pentacles. I'm getting the sense that with you, he experiences a desire to build a future with someone that perhaps he's never been interested in before. This reminds me of the High Priestess and the fact that he's so certain and sure of your connection. It makes me feel that he's never been this certain before, that he's never been interested in thinking long term, and the type of hard work and dedication that it takes to build a future with someone. So ultimately what I'm seeing here are feelings of fulfillment, feelings of a future, and a vision of the long-term potential of this connection. Let's get a couple more cards using a different deck to answer this question. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. So this reminds me of the Hanged Man card and how he's quite possibly never felt this desire to build a future with someone before, and so he looks at this relationship differently than he's looked at the others previously. So for me, this means that he's willing to take a chance on commitment. He's willing to risk his personal freedom in order to build something with someone that could be fulfilling in the long term. That's a risk he's willing to take that he's never been willing to take before. Let me get another card. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have Clock. This card says need time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. So as far as one of the feelings he experiences with you, it reminds me of the need to release any energy around previous relationships that may have caused you pain or a sense of guardedness or lack of vulnerability. So he understands that even with this Eight of Pentacles card, that it's going to take time for both of you to heal from any past wounds, for him to also release anything that he had going on in the past so that it doesn't prevent the two of you from building something powerful and fulfilling together. So ultimately what he feels when he is with you is a sense of wanting to risk it all and build a future with you, and also a desire to leave all pain and negativity in the past so that what you build is just for the two of you and it has nothing to do with any previous experiences. Now we're going to take a deeper look at what does he think is most challenging about your connection at this time. What does he think is most challenging about your connection at this time? We have the Four of Wands. Let me get another card. Clarify the Four of Wands as far as a challenge. So we also have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about needing to protect yourself from external influences or any negativity that might be trying to bring you down. Then the Four of Wands is about celebrating your love for the whole world to see and experiencing themes of joy and passion, celebration, and community. This could also indicate marriage or building towards that future together. So what does he think is most challenging is protecting the future, the love that you share, and also the love that is seen by others from any negativity. Again, I'm reminded of the ex. So there might actually be some third-party influence interfering here. Could be an ex in this situation that it's hard for them to let go, or they're causing drama in this situation, or they're stalking or, obsessing over you, or perhaps that's happening to them. Either way, with this energy here as part of the challenge and the initial energy being a third party interference, I'm thinking that that is a major challenge in this connection for the both of you. Let me get another card to answer this question. What does he think is most challenging about this connection? We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning and unsure of the future. So again, that's another card related to a separation, a breakup, or an ex. So I am feeling a strong third-party interference here is the major cause of many challenges in this connection. Let's move forward and take a look at what does he truly feel in his heart for you. We have the Tower. The Tower makes me feel that he's genuinely concerned and motivated to help you move through some sort of very challenging ending that you experienced in your life. The Tower represents chaos and sudden destruction that leaves an imprint on our life that is very challenging to navigate and sometimes has ripple effects long after. So he genuinely feels that part of his place in your life is to help you navigate this pain by showing you what trust feels like. Let's get another card. What does he feel within his heart for you? We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is soul tribe energy. These are relationships that we're meant to be with in life because they help give us a sense of meaning and foundation. These are deeply fulfilling friendships that are foundational to our life and our experience of feeling safe and held and seen. So again, this reminds me that his feelings for you are not only sincere, but that they are the type of feelings that you feel responsible for someone's safety. I think that's what genuine friendships are. True soul connections are where you feel responsible for another person's well-being, and you make it your point to do anything you can to uplift them and be there for them. And so ultimately, I do feel that's what's going on within him, within his heart for you. Let me use another deck to answer this question. What does he genuinely feel in his heart for you? We have the card Not Enough. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear issues, and jealousy. I do feel this is the trauma of the pain of the past that he feels is his responsibility to help you work through. Let me get another card. What does he feel in his heart for you? We have the card Coffin. It says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. And also the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and change mind. So this is beautiful energy because again, with the Tower card, that's what this represents. Endings leading to new beginnings. And with the Phoenix, it's a new beginning that is based on empowerment and rejuvenation of what's possible for your life in even greater fulfilling ways. So part of his role in your life is to help you transform from feeling frustrated in relationship to feeling fear or issues of abandonment or any sense of low self-worth, to help you move on from that to experience a very fulfilling relationship, love life, personal life, all around growth and fulfillment. Let's take a look now at what does he think about commitment with you. We have the Hierophant. This is beautiful because number one, it does represent institutions such as marriage, but it also represents spiritual mentorship. And I see the two of those being intertwined in this connection. Again, related to his feeling of him being a critical part of you being able to open your heart and trust again. It's part of his role. Just like I said with the Three of Cups, like spiritual friendships, foundational relationships that support you, make you feel safe and seen. That for him is a spiritual role to help guide you into feeling safe in love again. Let's get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? What does he think about commitment with you? We have the energy, the Two of Swords. Let me get another card. What is the Two of Swords? Wow, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So this is powerful energy. Number one, this Three of Swords is the same breakup and heartbreak that's been showing itself throughout this reading. The Two of Pentacles is the weight and the heaviness that a burden from an ex caused, and that you're still navigating it at this time. So the Two of Swords, as far as how he feels about commitment, is that it's not the time quite yet. There's still more work that needs to be done as far as you trusting him, you opening yourself up to be safe and vulnerable with him. So he recognizes that there's still more work to be done as far as healing your heart and being safe to love. And that commitment is a possibility, but it's not quite time yet. Let me take a deeper look using other cards. What does he think about commitment with you? We have passion. It says insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. So yes, this is the genuine passion that I do feel within his energy. Let me get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? What does he think about commitment with you? We have the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So yes, this mirrors the tarot cards that I was just suggesting here, that he does desire commitment with you, but that it's a role that he takes seriously. His passion for you is inspiring his desire to help you heal, to help you grow through the pain of the past, and to experience a passion that can be like an actual passion that can be experienced, because there's only so much fulfillment you can experience when you don't trust. When you can't open your heart fully to someone, that's not true passion. And so I'm almost getting the sense of Tantra, which Tantra is opening to an even deeper level of intimacy, which is soul to soul. And that's the type of passion that he's desiring and wanting to evoke from you, but it requires a level of safety to be that vulnerable. So that is something that he is wishing to assist, evoke from you, is a deep courage and safety of being intimate and vulnerable on a very deep and spiritual level. So let's take a look at the question, how does he feel about a future together with you? How does he feel about a future together with you? We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, number one, shows me that he's grateful for the present moment and the work that you are doing now that is building a foundation for the future that is inevitable. So I see within him a patience and a perseverance and an awareness of the necessary time that anything worth building takes. So as far as what he feels about a future with you is he's willing to take his time and build it, but he's also grateful and appreciative of what is growing now. Let's get another card. What does he feel about a future together with you? Beautiful energy. So the Ace of Pentacles mirrors what I said about how this connection, relationship, and the commitment that's unfolding in the future that is building is all a seed planted that's growing to fruition over time. There's big earth sign energy here, which the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So that could quite possibly be an energy that's heavy in his chart. However, again, I'm seeing here, how does he feel about a future together with you? He's serious about planting that seed and building the future and nurturing its growth over time. He's big on growth. I can see that. And the Three of Pentacles, you can see a beautiful family here. But this card is ultimately about building something together, having an actual goal and a destination that is valuable for the two of you, and being committed to working towards that together. So ultimately, I see strong energy for wanting to build a future and just enjoying the journey as well. Let me go ahead and get another card. How does he feel about a future together with you? How does he feel about a future together with you? Wow, what a lovely way to finish off this reading. We have engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So we have a beautiful growth experience leading to engagement, marriage, fulfillment together. How beautiful. We're going to get one final card to ask, what does he need from you to help keep the connection strong? What does he need from you to help keep the connection strong? Oh my gosh, I am loving the way this reading is ending. We have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is simply being open and ready to be vulnerable, to open your heart and pour your love and devotion into another, because that person is equally devoted and willing to give you that same love, affection, and commitment. So that's all he needs from you at the end of the day, is your love and devotion. All right, my beautiful soul, what a lovely way to end this reading. I do hope this reading gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding his thoughts and feelings about you. If you resonate with this reading and you want to claim it for yourself, comment an engagement ring down below and like this video. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading, the link is available in the description box below to book that for yourself now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 2. Let's take a look at what is he really thinking and feeling about you now. The card that you were drawn to says it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that is his first initial message to you. Let's take a look at deeper now. What does he truly think about your connection? Beautiful. We have the Magician. The Magician is about creating your reality. It's about controlling your thoughts and feelings so that you're able to experience things that are in your highest and best good. Drawn back to this initial card, it is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That is Magician energy. The Magician knows that life is a playground, that it's not so serious, that you can create the circumstances that you enjoy if you open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. The highest energy of all is unconditional love, abundance, trust, and support. So that's the initial feeling around his thoughts about your connection, is that there's a lot of potential here for mutual growth and satisfaction if both of you are in alignment with your intentions, your desires for love, for your personal life, for each other, for where you're going in the future. then it is safe for you to love and open your heart. It's safe for you to persevere towards the goals that you and this individual have for one another. So let's get some more cards. What does he truly think about your connection? Oh my gosh, what a beautiful energy. The Ace of Wands is a similar energy of letting your intentions and your passions guide you, making sure that you're operating from a place of what you truly desire, what you truly value, closing your outer eye and letting your inner eye guide you toward the fulfillment of your wildest dreams. So I see someone here that could quite possibly be a spiritual individual, someone who is at least self-aware and in tune with the laws of the universe, or at least learning and studying and trying to be in alignment. So what I see here is someone who has big dreams for this connection, led by his passions and his heart and his desires versus his fears or his worries or his doubts. Let's get one more tarot card to answer this question. What does he truly think about your connection? We have the Judgment card. Wow. So I definitely said that he quite possibly is a spiritual individual, or at least someone who's trying to operate from a place of higher awareness versus fear. And that's all about what the Judgment card relates to. This is making choices that serve your highest good, not being limited by fears or traumas of the past, knowing that this life is all about what you make it to be. You are never limited by anything except for your own thoughts and feelings about what life can be. So I'm getting really into some deep topics here beyond just what is he thinking about you in this connection. Because when you're a spiritual individual, you know that everything that you do in your life, all of your relationships, all of your pursuits, your personal growth, your finances, your career, everything is in alignment with who you are as an individual and what place of consciousness that you're operating from. And it feels to me that he is an individual who understands this. And so this connection is a part of his spiritual growth opportunity. Quite possibly, this is a relationship or a connection that he's been manifesting, or you are the type of person that he's been envisioning could complement his life. All right, let's use a love oracle deck to answer this question as well. What does he truly think about your connection? What does he truly think about your connection? The Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Definitely reminds me of this energy that I was suggesting earlier, especially with this Judgment card, that his feelings and intentions and desires towards you are about healing and growth, adaptation, finding and discovering things about each other that would help you grow and expand in beautiful ways. Let me get another card. And I'm also drawn to the spirit of this woman expanding and flying, her soul flying free. Reminds me of this dragonfly. So quite possibly for him, this is a connection that feels expansive, feels like freedom, feels like celebration versus restriction or being trapped. Let me get a couple more cards. What does he truly think about your connection? We have the Runner. We have Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, and listening to ego. So that's interesting, because what I was just saying is that this connection with you feels expansive versus restricting. And it's possible that in previous relationships, he did feel that limitation and it made him not want to be in the connection. So with you, with this Magician energy, this Ace of Wands, and even the Judgment. The Judgment is about him making better choices this time around, because there is something about you that changes his perspective about what love and commitment could feel like, what that could be. Let me get another card to answer this question. What does he truly think about your connection? We have passion, like each other equally, insane chemistry, having fun. So I was initially drawn to the like each other equally because, as I suggested with the Runner, it's quite possible that in previous relationships, he was not willing to invest his complete energy. He had a fear of completely settling down. And as I suggested, there is an expansive energy with you. So the way he thinks and feels about commitment is quite different with you, because he sees freedom. He sees and feels passion. He is experiencing a level of this opening that he didn't experience before. And it is due to the passion that you evoke within him. So ultimately, I am seeing what he thinks about this connection is something that has a lot of potential to be deeply fulfilling, but in a way that is like chasing your dreams. So you inspire this individual to pursue their passions to an even greater depth and capacity than they've ever been inspired to do before. So that's a very beautiful way to start this reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at what feelings does he actually experience when he's with you. Let's use the tarot. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? Beautiful. We have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of these cards came out in reading number 1. So if you happen to be drawn there, there might be a message for you. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? Number 1, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups reminds me of this initial card. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That this Two of Cups is literally about that. It's about opening your heart to another, being willing to be vulnerable, to be seen, to commit, to be devoted, because you feel this energy of connection, like soulmate connection, where you can't explain the depth of your tie and your desire to be with this person, but you just feel devoted to them. So that's what he feels when he's with you. And interesting, this card more feels like his energy than your energy, that you're ready to love, but your ability to be a safe, compassionate place, to be someone that inspires him to fulfill his greatest passions, is giving him a level of safety that he's never felt before. That's why he was possibly the runner in previous connections, because he didn't feel safe to love. And now he is feeling that way, because you're not making him feel trapped. You're making him feel free with your love. And that should be what true love feels like. Now we also have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. How does he feel, or what feelings does he experience when he's with you? The Seven of Wands is this safety that you give him. You may be the person that's inspiring him with this magician energy. You quite possibly may be the spiritual one first, and now he's being inspired to the things that you talk about or share with him, perhaps maybe piquing his interest in new ways. And so maybe your connection with him is inspiring him to seek positivity, to seek ways of protecting his own spirit, through making choices that are more in alignment with his soul. Perhaps in his work or the things that he tries to pursue, you might be encouraging him in new ways that he's never felt before. We have the Four of Wands, which is about celebrating your love with your community, and it can indicate marriage. So quite possibly he experiences the feeling of desiring to settle down, desiring to show you off to his family, and to celebrate your love with a big party such as a wedding celebration. The Three of Pentacles, he feels like you two are a team. He feels, again, I'm just getting this sense of inspiration to pursue passions and goals and fulfill life dreams that maybe he wasn't even aware he was capable of or wanted to fulfill before you coming into his life and inspiring him in new ways. Let me get some other cards to answer this question. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have palm tree. Wow. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Definitely reminds me of what I was just saying, particularly with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands, feeling that sense of protection, and also with the Three of Pentacles, the security and the stability of growth. So this is really beautiful energy. Let's get another card to see what feelings does he experience when he's with you. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Reminds me of the Two of Cups, that there's just this energy of childlike buoyancy, a feeling of freedom and expansion with you, a soulmate energy. So quite simply, he experienced feelings of love and security and growth that I don't think he's ever felt before. So that is very beautiful. All right, beautiful soul. Now let's take a look at perhaps the trickier aspects of your connection. Let's see, what does he think is most challenging about your connection? What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have the Strength card. Let me clarify. You know what? This reminds me of the initial card. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And you see on this card, she's wearing a heart-shaped necklace. And that heart represents the courage to love fiercely. The imagery in this card initially has a woman who is subduing a lion, and the lion represents the beast of your own fears, or it can even represent lust, which for him could have been in the past his tendencies to pursue temporary fleeting pleasures with women rather than have the courage to stay and love and give your all to an individual, which does take a lot of work and effort to persevere through the challenging times. So for him, I see that the challenge in this connection is within him to have the courage to open his heart, to fully devote and commit himself to another. Like with this Runner card in the past, he maybe did have a fear of intimacy and was quick to leave a situation when it got too heavy. Like for instance, if that person wanted him to define or commit to the relationship in a way that he wasn't willing to, or when it got challenging and sticky, when arguments arose, and it was more like, you know what, I'm just over this, I'm done, I'm gonna move on, versus staying and having the courage to fight for the relationship. So I see within him that is the most challenging aspect for him, to have the courage to conquer his own fears related to opening his heart fully to another. Let me get another card. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? Beautiful. We have the Fool, which is about taking a leap of faith, trusting your pure, open heart to lead and guide you into safety. So this is literally just taking a trust fall into your arms, into love, into feeling like this is going to be an experience that fulfills me instead of traps me. So that is one of his most challenging experiences, is just diving fully into the connection without hesitancy or some sort of tie on him, preventing him from just falling fully in love. Let me get another card. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have the Eight of Swords. This is that restriction that I keep feeling around him. That is most likely how he operated in connections before, that he felt commitment was a bind or a restriction on his energy, on his mind, on everything he could do or operate from. It just felt like a trap. But now this trap is more of a mental restriction, which is what this card represents. The fact that you're not really limited by anything other than your own mind, which reminds me again of the Magician card, because that is about knowing that your only limitation is your own mind. And if you can navigate your thoughts and feelings successfully in a way that is conducive to your own best well-being, then you can create circumstances that are favorable instead of limiting. So this challenge for him is about seeing commitment and relationships in a new light, as something that can help him fulfill his heart's desires versus trap him into a situation that he doesn't want to be in. So let me get some other cards to answer this question. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful toward others. So the fear of intimacy or being a runner or not feeling safe to love could be coming from this place of pent up anger. Maybe there was a previous relationship where he was trapped or did feel trapped, or was with someone who was very judgmental and criticizing and controlling and dominating of his energy, versus just loving him in a way that feels expansive versus restricting. So it is possible that he still has some unresolved aggression about a previous relationship that felt dominating to him. Let's get another card. What is the most challenging aspect of your connection? So we have the cards confusion, expectations, getting hurt, and fixing them. And I feel this all sums up this pent-up anger card. This confusion or lack of desire for commitment, I feel, comes from, like I said, perhaps a previous relationship where they were very dominating and controlling. That's these expectations, and very critical and judgmental, or trying to change or fix him or his behavior in a way that made him feel trapped. And that's quite possibly the hurt that he is still feeling, that is the original root of where he shut down his heart and refused to get involved in commitment for the sake of not wanting to have this type of connection again in the future. So I see that as the most challenging aspect for him in this connection. Let's take a look now at what does he feel in his heart for you. Beautiful. We have the Emperor, which means he sees himself as your divine masculine counterpart. He feels the desire to build and grow something long-term and stable with you. He feels the desire to be someone who is secure within themselves and what they're capable of doing and providing for you. So ultimately, this is beautiful. I see someone who feels deeply committed to being the perfect counterpart for you. Let's get another card. What does he feel within his heart for you? We have the Tower. Let me get a clarifying card. What does the Tower represent regarding his feelings? Wow. I had a feeling that it was this, but yeah, that's pretty deep. We have the Tower and the Three of Swords together. What does he feel in his heart for you? He needs to tear down the walls of the pain that was caused in a previous dynamic. This is the challenging aspect, that he still has pent up anger or some sort of issues related to feeling trapped in a previous situation. And that pain, I feel like he's repressed it and doesn't fully recognize that he has it, but through wanting to connect fully, like this fool, wanting to fall in love fully without having a guard or having something preventing you from going all in, he's recognizing he has that something that's pulling him back from loving you fully and completely without fear. And he also knows that that part of him needs to be fixed, needs to be healed, needs to be resolved, so that he can fully step into his divine masculine and commit to you fully, give you everything that you truly deserve in his heart, instead of self-sabotage. Because he recognizes that if he doesn't get it together, he probably will self-sabotage this connection. But he recognized something so valuable with you that I'm getting the sense, desperately wants to figure this out. And there is something about the way you nurture him, the way you're compassionate for him, the way you make him feel so safe. It's giving him the inspiration to level up spiritually, to mature and grow, to resolve these emotional issues within him, so that he can give you his 100% best. Let's get some more cards here. What does he truly feel in his heart for you now? What does he truly feel in his heart for you? We have Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic. So this is the risk he's willing to take to let down his guard, to resolve the emotional aggression or restriction that he feels within him that is preventing him from taking this leap of faith, basically. Let's get another card. What does he truly feel in his heart for you? Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. A feeling of friendship, feeling of security, a feeling of always being uplifted with you. What does he deeply feel in his heart for you now? We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. So this unsure of the future still reminds me of the unresolved pain that he has within you, because although he's feeling more and more that it is safe to love, there is still this urge to self-sabotage based on previously having a fear of intimacy. That is still there. So this is about having the awareness and the patience to just continue loving him fully without making him feel judged or criticized or trapped at all. Just continue to do what you're doing without impatience, and naturally he will open up to being more certain about the future with you. So let's actually take a deeper look at that and see, what does he think about commitment with you? Beautiful. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is about steady growth over time. This reminds me of what I was just saying about being patient. As things grow and develop, they will naturally bloom and you will be able to experience something that is very fulfilling. So what does he think about commitment is he's deeply grateful for what the two of you are establishing together and looking forward to what's becoming in the future. What does he think about commitment with you? What does he think about commitment with you? Beautiful. We have the King of Wands. This is what you inspire him to be. A divine masculine leader, someone who is successful, someone who pursues their passions and accomplishes great things in their life, someone who is lit up on fire and is just an overwhelming presence. You expand his aura. You give him a sense of magnetism that he's never felt before, is what I'm feeling. So as far as commitment, it reminds me of the Emperor. He wants to be your divine masculine counterpart. He doesn't want to run from this connection. Let me get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? We have the Five of Wands. Let me clarify what this is about. Clarify the Five of Wands regarding commitment. The Eight of Wands. So I see this as wanting to overcome the competition over his heart. And the competition over his heart is simply the unresolved pain that he's still experiencing. And so it's like you're competing with the past for his love. But he's aware of this. That's why with the Eight of Wands, he wants to make progress and working through any fear that he has of fully falling in love so that he can be this King of Wands, that he can be this Emperor. So ultimately, what does he think about commitment? He's patient for it because he knows he still has work to do on himself to be the type of man that you truly deserve in your life. And he wants to be that for you. He values you enough to not give you any less than the best of himself. Let's get another card to answer this question. What does he think about commitment with you? What does he think about commitment with you? We have this card, attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Let me get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I see this here as complementing this energy where I said regarding commitment, he knows that it's going to take some time and he is patient as you should be, because in the past he was the runner, meaning he was the type of person who made women experience unrequited love. But you have here the attraction card where it says here there's not enough attraction. So I am seeing here, as well as this passion card, there is enough passion and attraction to keep this relationship going. However, in the past, because he was the runner, there is this need for him to find the root of that tendency so that he doesn't self-sabotage this connection, which is where this getting to know each other card is coming in. And that's the patience that I was suggesting, that as you continue to give him the space to feel safe, to be vulnerable by just being your authentic self, then your bond with one another will continue to deepen, because not only will you get to know each other, but he will get to know himself more and more. He will get to understand that he does have a fear of intimacy, and he will want to know, why do I have that? Where did it come from? And how can I overcome it? Because I'm feeling something here that is worth having the courage, like with the strength card, is worth opening myself up to. So how can I fall in deeper? That is what he's experiencing right now regarding commitment with you. Now let's take a look at what does he need from you to help keep the relationship strong. What does he need from you to keep the connection strong? We have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, I do feel, is the conflict within him that he's just now starting to become aware of. So with this, I'm seeing him as both thanking you for being a safe place for him to be vulnerable, and also telling you to continue to not allow his negativity or the mental conflict that he's experiencing from his past to infect you or to make you grow weary of loving him. Let's ask this question again. What does he need from you to keep the relationship strong? We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is what I mean when I say continue to be your safe space, your loving presence where he feels comfortable letting down his guard and being vulnerable. It is your open heart that is allowing him the safety to fall in love with you. So again, this reminds me of the Five of Swords. Just continue to be loving, vulnerable, compassionate, and not allowing his pain, his trauma, his conflict within to close down your heart, and it's going to continue to pull him like a moth to a flame. Let me get another card. What does he need from you to help keep the connection strong? We have the Nine of Wands and the Death and Rebirth. So further confirms what I was just saying, because the Nine of Wands is about needing the perseverance to keep going even when you're tired or when you're afraid or when you feel like giving up. The Death and Rebirth card is about experiencing an ending and a new beginning, a complete metamorphosis of your way of being. So I see within you inspiring him to have a metamorphosis in the way he sees love, in the way he opens himself up, in the way he feels comfortable and safe committing instead of running away. You are inspiring that within him. So again, with this, continue to be patient, continue to be yourself, continue to have an open, loving heart, not allowing his pain to infect you. Just like that Seven of Wands, continue to help him progress towards a place of positivity and growth and courage and love. Your perseverance, I feel, is going to be very successful for the fulfillment of this relationship and the culmination of something that is deeply satisfying for both of you. And it is through your ability to persevere and not give up, simply from your open, loving heart, that is allowing him to let down his guard and love fully in a way that he probably hasn't before. So let's get a couple more cards. What does he need from you to help keep the connection strong? Beautiful. It says true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So just like I suggested, continue to keep your heart open, allowing him to be safe, to be vulnerable, and he will be reborn from someone who runs and flees from relationship to someone who is deeply devoted as a divine masculine counterpart. Beautiful soul, let's get one final card as a message from the universe for advice for the future of this connection. Final message from the universe for advice for the future of this connection. We have the Five of Cups. I'm going to get one final card This definitely reminds me of it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, because this is about the pain and trauma of separation and heartbreak, experiencing negativity and love, and needing to let it go. Because if you don't let it go, it will be a drain on your light, on your existence, on anything you try to accomplish in this world. So this is simply the universe saying, let go. But this message is for him. So I want to get something for you as well. One final message from the universe for advice for the future of this connection. Beautiful. We have the World, which reminds me of what I said over here about this having the potential to be something that culminates into a deeply fulfilling, committed union. And the World card is about graduating from one experience to another. And so this shows me that the universe is advising you that through your open heart, through your true love and your ability to be a safe space for him to be vulnerable, we're going from him holding on to the pain of the past to moving through that, experiencing having a death and rebirth within his heart, within his ability to be safe, vulnerable, and commit. And we have the World, the two of you graduating from this previous iteration of your connection into a more beautiful, fulfilling experience of it. All right, beautiful soul, thank you for joining me for this reading. I do hope that it served you, gave you some peace and clarity regarding his thoughts and feelings about you. If you resonate and you want to claim this reading for yourself, comment a world emoji down below and like this video now. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, there's a link available in the description box below, so you can book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 3. Let's dive into what is he truly thinking and feeling about you now. The cards that you were drawn to were Flirt and Express Your Love. It says, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So right away, I'm feeling like this might be a newer connection that you are free to go ahead and make the move to express your intentions, to give the first kiss, to ask on a date, whatever the case may be. But let's go ahead and take a deeper look at what does he truly think about your connection. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So I'm getting the sense that this is a newer connection, that this is a friendship that has been slowly becoming something more. Now I'm hearing sirens in the background, so this might be a message for someone out there. I'm even getting work colleagues. This could be someone that you work with, someone that you interact with frequently on a daily basis. I'm getting the sense that this person has been watching you and waiting for the opportunity to make their move. And that could be why the initial cards here say, go ahead and make the romantic gesture, or extend your energy to this person, or give them just the feedback that, hey, I'm watching you too, and I'm interested too. So right away I see a desire for you that has been building steadily over time. Let's get another card. What does he truly think about your connection? We have the 9 of Swords. Interesting. Let me clarify. Why does he have the 9 of Swords related to your connection? I'm wondering if you're with someone else. Oh, wow. We also have the 10 of Swords. I wasn't expecting this energy. For whatever reason, I'm getting unrequited love here, that a specific message for some of you is that this is an individual who wants to pursue you but feels like they can't fully because you are either in a relationship at this time, or you've told them that you only want to be friends, or whatever the case may be. But as far as how they think about your connection, the Nine of Swords means like they're really frustrated that there's something they're worried about the connection, like they can't have it. The Ten of Swords is about feeling backstabbed or betrayed, or just feeling like something that you were looking forward to is over, you can't have it. So I am seeing here for him a lot of frustration about not being able to have you. For some of you, this could even be an ex. But for this initial energy, that doesn't so much make sense unless you're interested in going back to your ex. Then I would suggest expressing your desire and your intention to rekindle the romance. However, I'm getting more that this is someone who's more like a friend or a beginning stage relationship that for whatever reason, you can't fully be together. This could also be a distance thing, like it's long distance relationship and for whatever reason you just can't fully be together. But ultimately, take what resonates for you specifically, because this is a group reading. Let's get some more cards to answer this question. What does he truly think about your connection? I knew this card was going to come up. Third-party interference. I was thinking about it as I was shuffling. So the seduction card, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. What does he think about your connection? So again, he could be the third party that wants to be with you, but you're already married or in a relationship, or for some reason you can't be together, like he's your boss, or you work together, or there's something that's limiting you. Interesting. Let me get another card. What does he truly think about your connection? We have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. This reminds me of that Ten of Swords. Let me get a clarifying card. What does he think about your connection? Wow, stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. This is some powerful yet strange and interesting energy here. I wasn't expecting the direction of this reading at all. So what does he think about your connection? Is he healing from the pain of not being able to be fully with you? Again, this is either an ex or someone you can't be with because you're already in relationship. So I am feeling a lot of inner turmoil that this individual has a lot of passion for you, but also feels hurt by you because of this unrequited love energy that I'm picking up on. And that's, again, why this initial card is you're going to have to make some sort of move. If you are in a relationship and you want to be with him, then you're going to have to end your relationship to be with him. Or if perhaps you broke up with him, then you are going to need to reconcile the relationship for it to come back together. But those are the two dynamics that I'm feeling here. Either an ex that wants you back or someone who can't be with you because you're already with someone else. So let's take a look now at what feelings does he experience when he's with you. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have the Fool. The Fool is about feeling free to fall, feeling safe to take a leap of faith. So what I'm seeing is the desire to begin again, if this is from a previous relationship, or if this is someone who feels unrequited love for you, they're willing to take this leap of faith to completely transform your lives for one another. Because in the event you are in a relationship now or even married, you would have to completely upend your life to be with him. So for him, he feels like it's worth it, that it's a leap of faith that he's willing to take, that it may be possible that he's already in a marriage as well, or he's already in a relationship and he's willing to take this leap of faith and he's waiting on you. That could be the case. Let me get another card. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? Wow. We have the Four of Cups. This is definitely that feeling of frustration of not being able to fully be together. This energy of unrequited love, of not being able to have you fully in the way that he truly wants. Let me get another card. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have the Lovers. This energy is not only about being a lover or having a soulmate or being right for one another. It's about deciding to be together. It's about making choices every day, knowing that you're going to experience the duality, the ups and downs, the challenges and the joys, and persevering through all of them because you've made this decision to be with this individual. So that's what I'm seeing as far as a feeling within him, is a decision to be with you through all the challenges, all the obstacles that the two of you might be facing at this time. He's willing to persevere through all of those obstacles because without you, he feels deeply dissatisfied, and he's willing to upend his entire life if he has to be with you. Let me get some more cards. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have the Not Enough card. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear issues, and jealousy. So this is, again, that unrequited love energy that he feels. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords, feeling completely frustrated by not being fulfilled in this connection, by not being able to experience the type of relationship that he desires with you. Jealousy, if you are indeed in another relationship, makes a lot of sense that he's the one who has to be the third party in this connection. So I am seeing here ultimately someone who is feeling a lot of pain about what's lacking here in the ability for the two of you to fully commit to one another for various reasons. Take again what resonates with you in your particular situation. Let me get another card here. What feelings does he experience when he's with you? We have Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So for those of you who resonate with this as an ex, this is someone who desires reconciliation, desires for there to be a new beginning in this connection. However, if this is a third party situation where he's the outsider and wants to be with you, but you're already with someone else, this is related to this Fool energy where he's willing to upend his life, wants you to do the same, so you can have an ending in that previous relationship to have an experience of a new beginning with him. So ultimately, I am seeing someone here deeply conflicted by their desire to be with you and some obstacles preventing them from being able to experience the love with you that they desire. Let's take a look now at what does he think is most challenging about your connection. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have the Magician. So basically the ability to have a relationship, the ability to manifest. I feel, especially with this energy in the beginning of you needing to be the one to initiate this connection, The Magician, as far as a challenge is for him, means that he can't initiate, or he feels like he lacks some ability to control the narrative or control the ability for this relationship to come together, because I'm getting the sense that the ball is in your court for whatever reason. Like, if this is your ex, you have control if he gets to come back into your life because you ended it. Or if this is someone who is a third party, you can't be with him fully, or he can't be with you because you have to control the dynamic of leaving the other person that you're with for the two of you to fully be together. But ultimately, the most challenging part of this connection for him is the ability to control any aspect of it, or to create the circumstances in a way that are favorable for him. Let me get another card. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have the Knight of Swords. Again, this is about being able to act quickly and impulsively, to be able to move on your impulses. And that's something that's challenging for him, because basically he just has to sit down and wait. There's nothing he can do to control this situation. There's no way that he can act. There's nothing that he can say that would make the situation change. Let me get another card. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have the Queen of Wands. Yes, so this is you for him. Number one, the Queen of Wands is very magnetic, has a very attractive aura. So I'm getting the sense it's, I don't want to say like stalker energy, but it is a very intense passion for you, that he's literally drawn to you, can't get enough of you, and basically needs you, is what I'm getting the sense of. But you know, that's a challenge. He needs you, he wants you, you're so attractive to him, you're magnetic, but there's a wall that's blocking him from being able to be with you. So let's get a different deck to answer this question. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. So this is where I was getting kind of stalkerish energy, where he needs you so much that he's losing himself, that he feels so like not enough, like feels he's losing confidence, losing sleep, losing a sense of self because he can't be with you. Let me get another card. What does he think is most challenging about your connection? We have fear of cheating and too risky. All right, so maybe this is what you're telling him, that it's too risky to cheat, or you know, there's some aspect of that third party interference that for you, you know, maybe you're not willing to leave your partner. If you resonate with that aspect of this reading, that, you know, maybe if you had a fling with this person and now they can't get over you, that you're not willing to upend your life even if they are. So that's what this energy here, it's like you're telling him that it's too risky to be together, because you may not be willing to give up what you have in your relationship, or even if this is an ex, it's too risky for you to go back. Maybe they were a cheater and maybe that's why you left the relationship. So that could be something that's challenging for them if you relate to the ex aspect, that you're not willing to be cheated on again, so you're not willing to forgive him and take him back. Let's take a deeper look at what does he feel within his heart for you. What does he feel in his heart for you? We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a changed mind and a perspective. So there's something about you that's changing the way he thinks or feels. If this is an ex, you've definitely made him think a little bit more carefully and deeply about how he treats people or what he lost. I'm getting the sense of you don't know what you have until it's gone. That's the energy that's made him reconsider his behavior. But ultimately, he feels within his heart for you a reconsideration. I am getting the sense also, if this is someone who left their wife or their partner to fulfill a relationship with you. That's this energy, as well as seeing life completely differently after having connected with you. Let's get another card. What does he feel in his heart for you? The World. I'm getting this energy, you complete me. So for him, you are a culmination energy of something that he feels would fulfill him if he was able to secure within his life. Let me get another card. What does he feel in his heart for you? The Four of Pentacles, big time. This is about holding on to people, places, or things, sometimes too tightly. So I am seeing someone who does not want to let you go, regardless if this is an ex or if this is a third party, someone who is not easily going to give up on this connection. Let me get some more cards here. What does he feel in his heart for you? What does he feel in his heart for you? I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and want to date. Let's get another card. What does he feel in his heart for you? Sunglasses. Oh my gosh, it says stalking. I'm telling you. All right, it says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. So like I said, I am picking up on stalking energy. Someone who's like for you or passion for you, desire for you has such an intensity that they're constantly needing you, that they've lost themselves in your energy. And I actually did have someone close to me in my life this week have to file a restraining order against their ex because they are stalking them and trying to reconcile with them, but they have no interest in a relationship anymore. So I felt that energy here, and with this card coming up, I do want to just emphasize caution for those of you who may be in that situation where you have someone who's unwilling to let you go and it's gotten to a dangerous place. Always take care of yourself, please, and always take precaution, and know that true love never feels unsafe. Okay, so just an excerpt there for those of you who might be going through that serious of a situation. But ultimately, as far as what he feels in his heart for you, if this is someone who's in a third party, they're definitely watching you as far as like looking at your social media, or at least, you know, their energy is always towards you because they have this energy of needing you, of being so drawn into you. Okay, so just keep this information in mind, and remember, this is a general group reading, so only take what resonates with you personally. So now I'm going to take a look at what does he think about commitment with you? What do you need to know about his desire for commitment? What does he think about commitment with you? Wow, we have the Justice card. Whew, so it's a heavy energy reading. So the Justice card is about needing to take personal accountability and responsibility for your own actions. Literally, it's karma. You reap what you sow. So this shows me that as far as commitment, it's a matter of taking personal accountability and being responsible. Now, if this is an ex that cheated on you, that means that they're aware that if you take them back, they're going to have to act with integrity, because right now they're reaping what they sowed, which is the separation or the ending of this relationship. However, if this is someone who you have a third party connection with, they're also aware that this is a tricky situation, that in order to be together, it's going to be a matter of personal responsibility as far as choosing to be together and suffering the repercussions of ending previous ties. Let's get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? We have the Queen of Cups. Let me clarify. What does he think about commitment with you? We have the Eight of Swords. The Queen of Cups, again, is I feel the energy that he feels from you. Reminds me of the Queen of Wands above. The Queen of Cups means that his desire for commitment with you comes from feeling safe with you, because the way you nurture him, or did in the past, depending on the nature of this connection, felt like home, felt like a safe place. And so he's deeply desiring to experience commitment with you because it feels so nurturing. Now we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords reminds me of the Nine of Swords above, because although he desires commitment with you, this means that there's something preventing it from happening. So there's some obstacle. Remember, like I said above, with the challenges, he can't control the dynamic of this situation. You have control over whether this connection can be either rekindled or be fulfilled based on the nature of a third party situation here. So ultimately, he desires commitment because you feel like home. However, there's something preventing it from happening. And he also knows that it's a big decision because it requires integrity. It requires being responsible for the choices that you both are making. Let's get some more cards here. What does he feel about commitment with you? We have the Soulmate card. So again, this reminds me of the Queen of Wands, how he feels so attracted to you, the fact that he feels he's lost himself within you. We have the Lovers card here. Again, his deciding that you are the one he wants to be with. So ultimately, his desire for commitment with you comes from this place of feeling like you are his soulmate. Let me get another card. What does he think about commitment with you? Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundary, or still angry. So this again just simply reminds me of the fact that although he wants to be with you and feels that you are soulmates, there's something preventing the two of you from being together for various reasons, depending on the nature of your situation. Let's take a look now at what does he need from you in order to keep the connection strong. We have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, I'm getting the sense that he needs you to choose him, because this card can indicate competition. This could be that third party situation where there's other people affecting you being together. But ultimately, I just hear him saying, choose me. Let me get another card. What does he need from you to keep the connection strong? We have Strength. This means that he is desiring from you the courage to be with him. So if this is an ex, this is someone who desires you to trust him again, someone who desires for you to find the strength within yourself to forgive him. Now, again, the ball is in your court, so I highly recommend that you follow your intuition and know what is in your highest and best good, because I did mention that stalking situation, and that could be concerning if someone is so invested in you that they don't have any boundaries and they're just willing to act in erratic ways. Please always exercise caution. However, as far as what he needs from you, I am sensing his desire for you to be courageous in order to choose him. Now, if this is a third-party situation, this would mean quite possibly upending your entire life in order to choose him. And that's something that would require a level of courage and taking personal accountability and responsibility for the choices that you're making, and ultimately why you're making them have to be in your best interest and highest good. Let's get another card. What does he need from you to keep the connection strong? We have the Sun. To remain optimistic about him and about the potential of this connection. This card is feeling innocent and carefree, that all good things are possible. And so ultimately, he doesn't want you to give up hope that there is a possibility for the two of you. Let's get a different deck to answer this question. What does he need from you to keep the connection strong? Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So he needs you to welcome him into his heart and to consider him to be the one. Let's get another card. What does he need from you to keep the connection strong? Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, meeting, or hesitation. So again, this reminds me of the Sun card, having the optimism, having the faith that love for the two of you can be ultimately a reality. All right, beautiful soul, let's get 2 final cards to finish this reading as advice from the universe for the future of this connection. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Let me get another card to clarify. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles as advice from the universe for the future of this connection. We have the 3 of Pentacles. So I am seeing here that the universe is saying, make sure you are operating in a way that serves your end goal, because desires and connections can be fleeting, but values are forever. So I'm getting the sense, does this connection make you feel abundant, or does it make you feel limited? Does it make you feel free and expansive, or does it make you feel trapped and left out in the cold? Does it make you feel supported and stable and secure, or does it make you feel insecure and lacking any sort of sense of groundedness? Clarify what this connection genuinely makes you feel within, and identify if it is in alignment with the goal that you seek to have with a life partner. Are your values in alignment? Are your future dreams and goals and desires in alignment? If so, that may be the connection you want to pursue. But if not, remember, the ball is in your court in this reading. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this reading served you, gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding this connection. If you resonate and you want to claim this message for yourself, comment a sun emoji down below and like this video now. If you're new here, remember to subscribe as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading, the link is available in the description box to book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love.